Hi guys, I'm Malcolm, one half of the Salt Brothers. I'm in my garden today getting some gear ready for the trip to Bayswater. I bought some new gear this year, so I'm just sort of setting it up and getting ready to, as I say, for the trip down. So I'll just run you through what I've bought this year. Okay, just to recap what I was using with regards to the beanie mat. I'm sure you'll recognise that, and the usual landing net. I've been using that for quite loads of years now, and the problem there is that the carp has a tendency to try and jump off the mat, and you're constantly fighting to try and keep it on there, which is not ideal. And having seen the carp cradles in use for a couple of years now, I think that's definitely the way to go. So what I've done is I've bought the Nash elevator. It's a later model from the original. It folds up a lot easier. It's lighter weight, I believe. There's slightly less padding. It's more than enough, but it does make it a lot easier to dry when you bring it back home. You haven't got to leave it out for a couple of days. So right, and I've also purchased a slightly larger waist sling to fit in there. Right, nothing new there. I'm sure loads of people are using it in that combination. What I'm going to show you now is slightly different. I've been thinking about it a while, really. Is how you get the carp from the net into the cradle. Now, some guys actually bring their beanie mat as well, and then lift it over from the mat into the sling cradle there. The problem there is two. Firstly, you're lifting the carp from the ground right up over the top, and the second is you've also got to bring the mat and the cradle to the lake. So what I was trying to do is to devise a way of actually getting the carp from the net into the cradle. I have seen a couple of guys putting the net on the side, which is not ideal, and then almost like flipping the carp out of the net into the cradle, which I'll just try and demonstrate. So it's a bit like this. You've got this sort of rocking away on the side here, and you're trying to get down and try and get the carp out of the net into the cradle. Like I say, it's not ideal, but I'll just show you what I've come up with. Okay, the first thing is it's not a real carp, so don't worry, you guys. Just give a bit more, make it look the part. But what I've done here is I've bought a new landing net. It's Free Spirit one, which is slightly shallow. It's still deep enough, but it's slightly shallower. And what I've done is I've undone the seam at the spreader block end and put some Velcro in it each side, so it will open up slightly. You'll see why I've done this a bit later. So I'll just demonstrate that to you. And then folds back up. Okay. So once the Velcro's closed, it's just like a normal net then. The other thing that I've purchased, although not essential, I've purchased the Gray's spreader block that you can actually lock open. or press. There's a little release catch underneath, and this piece moves around like that. If you can see that. So basically, you put a bit of tension on there to actually open the net up. I'll show you right now how it works. Right, so you've got the two arms in the block there, and you literally just bring it round, pull it until it clicks. Simple. And then to release it, first of all you put a bit of tension with your left hand. You've got to release the tension slightly, so you just give that a little pull, and then release the little catch with your finger. So it's literally that. Push it, and down it collapses. Right, the other thing that I've invested in is one of the Witchwood net stations, which I didn't know if they'd really been necessary in the past, but I think it might aid what I'm trying to do now. This one's the later version that's got the two poles, the two bank sticks, stops it spinning around in the wind. So what I've got here is a little pouch with some braid scissors, cut the line. So the idea is once it's in the net there, you can pull the, I haven't got the line on there now, but you can pull the line up tight and then reach down with the braid scissors and actually cut it. Right, the advantage there is you then can take the net, you can have the carp cradle anywhere, around the back of the bivvy, along the bank even. You can get it on some nice flat ground. You haven't got to worry about the carp getting back into the lake on its own. So that's another reason for cutting it. So what I'll do now is I'll collapse the net down, and then we'll take the carp and the net across to the carp cradle. Myself as well, so it's not too easy, so you can just bear with us on that. I'll just set the camera up so you can see what's going on. This is where it would help with two people. Right, what I do now is that I open up the Velcro on the right hand side, and the whole net will expand across halfway across the carp cradle there. Right, okay, at this point you get the hook out. If I come round to the side, you can see what's happened here. If you can see that the Velcro is now opened up, which allows this arm to be at the side and this arm to be in the middle. Right. And this is where the shallower net comes into play as well. You're not fighting with yards and yards of net. There's still a fair amount there, but it's a lot less than the really deep nets. So all you need to do now is lift the carp from, as we look at it here from the left, over just slightly over the arm in the middle there. And as you lower the carp on the right, then you can bring the arm back to the side with your wrists. You'll see what I mean. As I lower the carp down, I will pull back, and the arm will then come out the way. Right, and there you go. It's all transferred from the net to the cradle stroke waist thing, all done within the cradle itself. So all that needs to be done now is to weigh it and put it back if it was a real carp. So I need to try it out, obviously, at the lake situation with a real carp in there, but I'm very positive that this is a good way to carry out the transfer from the net to the cradle. So we just have one photograph with me. He looks about an upper double, but he probably only weighs about 5 pounds. Okay, that's it again, guys. Next time, get some photos, maybe a bit of video at the lake. So over and out for now.